Welcome to HueFin News, where we give you guys news according to the charts. Today is October the 14th, 2017. And the market today for the cryptocurrency has been light. You guys will see on the price bars and the volume on the daily charts that there wasn't a lot of business going on today in the cryptocurrency sphere. So the volume was light today, so a lot of business wasn't being transacted today. But nevertheless, some of these cryptocurrencies did make higher highs, which is still a positive as long as these cryptos move higher. Some of them didn't move at all. Others went and closed lower. And we'll talk about that momentarily as we get into each of these major cryptocurrencies. And once I get done with doing the major cryptocurrencies, we will talk about BitConnect, and talk about whether or not we will be doing a daily cryptocurrency market analysis on them. And once you guys will look at this chart, you guys will notice why we will not be doing an analysis for BitConnect. But without further ado, please take a look at the market cap. You guys can see that it's still going up. The market cap now stands at $176 billion. Yesterday it was at 172. So that is an increase of $4 billion in the market. Bitcoin dominance is still maintaining and holding strong, standing at 54.5%, which is good for that particular cryptocurrency. Others as well has also increased in their market cap. You guys can see that Bitcoin ended the day 2.97%. Ethereum almost 1%. Ripple is down 0.11. Bitcoin Cash 0.22. Litecoin is up 9.24%. And you guys can see Dash is 2% now, 1%. Monero had a wonderful day today at 6.73. BitConnect is now at the number 9 slot in market cap, up 1.67. Neo is down 5.10%. IOTA is up 4.97. Ethereum Classic is 0.82. I never seen this Cardano before. I might have to check them out, see what they're doing. But they're down 4.49% for them to be ranked at 13. I need to put them on my radar, see exactly what's going on with them. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and talk about what occurred in the crypto sphere for these cryptos. So you guys can see that Bitcoin is up 3.52%. The last trade was at $5,835.10. Who would have known that Bitcoin would be that much? So we knew that stockpile came in the market on yesterday, right? So our analysis for Bitcoin was for them to trade sideways, and it did just that. But for the market to close higher than the close from yesterday tells us that the interest is still there for higher prices. Now, the market may not move higher than what the high was from the 13th of October, but obviously there was some still buyers willing to accept Bitcoin at this price area. Now we're expecting Bitcoin to continue to trade sideways to maybe higher, maybe just a little higher to around maybe 6,000. But the volume, like we said initially in the beginning of this video, that it wasn't there. So obviously the interest to higher prices may be waning, and it may be suppressing a little bit. So we will have to wait until tomorrow to see what occurs with Bitcoin. Now we're saying that they're going to trade sideways. That's going to be our analysis for them to trade sideways. But it is a good sign to see that Bitcoin closed higher with the amount of stockpile that came in the market. Okay. But our analysis for them was just that they'll trade sideways. We would just like to see a little bit more precursors of strength before we will say that Bitcoin will break through the high that occurred on yesterday, which was $5,920. So we don't have that far to go to get to 6,000, but we'll see. And then next on the list is going to be Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 0.53%. Last trade was at $339.33. So we had Ethereum did make did shoot higher today, but the interest to maintain those higher prices was not there. We had stockpile on today's bar again. So this is day 2 for stockpile to reveal itself. And it does look as if $340 is acting as resistance for Ethereum. So we are now at a location on this chart that we will need to see a push to go up for Ethereum to make higher highs. This is the second day that we have stockpile on this bar. So we're expecting Ethereum to trade sideways to maybe lower. And if lower, then $320 will be the area that we would expect Ethereum to touch. Okay. You can't have too many days of stockpile on the bar, on the chart, to expect the market to continue to move higher. So we'll say that Ethereum will trade sideways to maybe lower. Next, we're going to talk about is Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 0.81%. Last trade was at $321.30. So Bitcoin Cash is the only cryptocurrency. Well, it's not the only one. It's one more. But Bitcoin Cash is one of the only cryptocurrencies that did not shoot up higher yet. We said that with yesterday's precursors of strength bar that we would expect Bitcoin Cash to move higher. It did, but it still closed right next to the close from yesterday. So what is going on with Bitcoin Cash? It is one of the sleeper cells right now in the cryptocurrency sphere. It is sleeping. It is not waking up, and it looks like the market still wants to trade sideways. So we're expecting Bitcoin Cash to trade sideways, but please take note that Bitcoin Cash will be moving higher because the market is only trading sideways over the last 6 trading days. Okay, the volume has been volatile, has been up and down, it's been light, it's been high. So obviously the market is still within this price range, consuming up all of this cryptocurrency, and we will have to wait until we get this bar to move higher until all the selling has been completed. But we will continue to say that Bitcoin Cash is going to move sideways to higher. And the reasons being, like I said, the market has been trading sideways, and then we had this precursors of strength bar from yesterday, and then as well as from the 9th of October. So those are the things we're hinging our analysis on for Bitcoin Cash to say that they will move sideways to higher. Okay, next we're going to talk about Ripple. So looking at Ripple, down 1.92%. Last trade was at 25,540. So now we're going to talk about Ripple. Ripple did a very definite precursors of strength yesterday, but we mentioned that stockpile still came in, and that 26 cents is acting as resistance for Ripple. And we said that the market would be trading sideways between 25 and 27 cents, and Ripple stayed within that range. Now, the market did shoot higher towards 27 cents, but it closed lower than the close from yesterday. And look at the volume. Ripple is being hit with a lot of selling right now. A lot of selling, and the buyers in the market will have to consume all of that selling before it will move higher, and we will have to say that Ripple is going to be moving lower, and we're looking for it to come to 24 cents. Okay, that's the first area that we will expect Ripple to touch. If the market is really weak, then 23 cents will be the next area that we will see if Ripple touches. But the market for Ripple right now is definitely giving us a precursors of weakness, and we're expecting them to move lower. Next, we're going to talk about Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 8.93%. Last trade was at $64.75. So let's take a look at Litecoin. You guys can see that it did give us a close higher on today, so the buyers were still in the market from yesterday, and we told you that our analysis was for them to trade sideways until we can see if the buyers are in control, and today they were, but stockpile sellers are in the market for Litecoin again as well, and we want them to stay above this area around $64. If they can't do it, then the market will push back down for Litecoin. If so, then Litecoin will be moving towards $72. Okay, so please take that note. If Litecoin cannot stay above $62, somewhere around there. The close from yesterday was 63. So around $63, $62. If the market for Litecoin can't stay above that, then expect it to move lower. If so, then expect $72 for Litecoin to come and touch. We do have this stockpile on today's bar, so that tells us that sellers are in the market. So we will say for the time being at this moment that Litecoin will trade sideways. Okay, and that sideways consists of $60, right, all the way up to $68 is where we're going to say that Litecoin is going to be trading sideways. Okay, then now we're going to talk about Dash. So Dash is up 1.42%. Last trade was at $317.48. We told you yesterday to expect Dash to come to 320, and it came to $319.66. So we almost hit that right on the head. So the market came to the area that we mentioned. Stockpile still came in the market, but we're expecting Dash to possibly trade sideways to maybe a little higher, but if it does move higher, then it's going to break through this area of resistance that we have been tracking over the last couple of weeks. It might come all the way up to the high from the 30th of September, which was 335. Okay, then it might shoot lower from there. So we're expecting Dash to continue to trade sideways to higher. Now we're going to talk about Neo. So Neo down 5.64%. Last trade was at $27.58. And we said that we would expect Neo to trade sideways, and it was between $28 and $30. And the market has given us a push to go down. Expect Neo to move lower. We're expecting it to move to $26. Okay. For us to have a precursors of strength bar yesterday to going into a precursors of weakness, a push to go down, then definitely the market is not giving us the wantedness to move higher. So we're expecting Neo to move lower, and our first area for Neo to touch is $26, and then from there the low from the 26th of September, which was $24.37, will be the next area that we would expect Neo to come and touch. Next, we're going to go ahead and check out Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is the next cryptocurrency that has not had the opportunity to break out to higher prices. So we have Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum Classic, the only cryptocurrencies within the majors that has not had the opportunity to shoot higher. I just want to put that on your radar for your knowing. So you guys can see that Ethereum Classic is up 0.72. Last trade was at $12.19. And the market did end higher for Ethereum Classic. It did come to the high that we mentioned on our video yesterday, which was $12.51. We said that would come to a high from the 8th and the 7th of October, which was $12.58. Just go back and check out our video and you'll see it there. But the market still came with stockpile on today's bar, and the volume is definitely lighter than the last 2 trading days. So we're expecting Ethereum Classic to trade sideways, okay, until all of this stockpile is bought up by the buyers in the market. So we're expecting Ethereum Classic to trade sideways. Now it may shoot up tomorrow. Tomorrow may be the opportunity for Ethereum Classic to finally break out to higher prices. But the volume is light, so that could mean that there's not that much sellers in the market. So it will shoot higher tomorrow, or it could mean that there's not interest in higher prices. But since we had the market slowly moving higher over the last 3 trading days on increasing volume, today could have been like a trial run to see if we can get a lot of sellers in the market. If we didn't, then the market will shoot higher. So we will say our analysis for Ethereum Classic for them to trade sideways to higher. And then the last one that we are going to do today is Monero. So Monero is up 5.30%. Last trade was at $100.06. And we told you that we're expecting Monero to come back here to the high from the 27th of September, which was $105. Go back, check out our video that we did yesterday talking about Monero. So the market did come up to 103.54, close enough, but the market still came with stockpile, just like what occurred on the 27th of September. So what would you expect Monero to do? Because you guys can see that $105, Monero came and touched once, twice, 3 times, and the market came down each of those 3 times. So Monero's back up here again. The market got hit with stockpile today. So we're expecting Monero to trade sideways to possibly lower. And we're looking for 105 to 195 for Monero to be trading. If Monero is still wanting to move higher, then it's going to take a push to go up bar for it to break through 105. Okay, so we gave you guys that notice as well. If Monero is going to be moving higher on tomorrow, but the volume for today is also light, so that could mean that the interest in higher prices is waning, or that there's no sellers in the market and the market will shoot higher tomorrow. But we have in the background numerous occasions to where Monero came to 105 and it shot down. So it's going to take a push to go up for it to go through that 105. So we told you guys that here today. If we do not get a push to go up, then Monero will be trading sideways to lower tomorrow. So the last thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is BitConnect and why we are not going to do a daily cryptocurrency market analysis on this token. And I'm going to show you the chart from TradingView as to why we will not be doing an analysis, and here it is. This is the reason why it is impossible to do an analysis for BitConnect. Now this is going against the US dollar, right? And there's no possible way, once you have all of this fuzziness, this fogginess of price bars and the volume, in order to do a cryptocurrency market analysis on. And for me, this is very troublesome for me to see a chart like this for a token that is moving up in the cryptocurrency market capitalization. This is very, very telling, because you cannot trade BitConnect on any one of these exchanges except for its own. So this is something that a lot of people need to take hold of as to why you cannot trade BitConnect on any of the cryptocurrency exchanges besides their own. And you cannot trade, there's no one in the markets cannot trade this particular chart. So when you get charts like this, you just need to steer away from it and don't even try to trade it or even interpret it, because it's too fizzle, it's too foggy, and the bars are not speaking a particular language. It seems like it's in some type of computer type code language. Okay, so that's why we won't be able to do a daily cryptocurrency market analysis for BitConnect. It's for the fact that these bars are not speaking. If anything, just causing mass confusion. I mean, look at this particular chart, right, compared to the ones that we do on a regular basis. So you guys can see that it's totally different. So obviously what is going on this BitConnect chart is not what's going on the charts that we do on a regular basis. We have actual market participants acting and participating on the cryptocurrencies we do on a regular basis. But for BitConnect, the market participants are not activated or even participating in this market, because some days you have high volume, other days you have no volume, and it's just too confusing. It's too sporadic and it's hard to understand. It would just cause a lot of confusion for traders to trade this particular chart. So when you get something like this, you just stay away from it and move on to the next opportunity, because there are many cryptocurrencies that we can look at, that we can analyze to make profit on. Okay, so that's all I got for today. Appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. Make sure that you guys continue to watch to get this understanding and confidence back in the market without the confusion. Okay, we just give you the plain price bars and the volume, and from there you guys can predict where these cryptocurrencies are likely to be headed. So don't tell no one. I mean, don't let no one come and tell you that you can't predict where a particular cryptocurrency is going to be moving, because we've been doing it over the last 3 months, and it's been with pinpoint accuracy on where we said these cryptos will be headed. Okay, now we're not saying that it's 100%, because nothing in this world is a guarantee 100%, but our confidence in our procedure and understanding this language is of the utmost highest. Okay, so with that being said, we are not giving you guys investment advice, nor we are investment advisors, but we are interpreting these price charts for you, so you too can get the emotions and the feeling of what these cryptocurrencies are going through. That's what we do. We don't give you technical analysis. We don't give you fundamental analysis or any other analysis that's out there. We don't place triangles, circles, patterns, anything on our charts, because that just causes confusion. So we just give you the bare bones chart and tell you where we are interpreting where these prices are headed for these cryptos. So that's all we got for today. Guys, continue to subscribe, like these videos, share them. If you guys got any questions or comments, go ahead and leave in the comments section, and we'll try to get back to them as soon as possible. Use the timestamp as well. If you guys are running short of time, you're just worried about the one cryptocurrency that we do here on this channel. That's all we have. Appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a good one. Stay profitable. I'll talk to you later.